This is the performance summary for week 13 of 2025, which is the week ending March 28th. Let's begin by inputting the starting and ending balances. Starting balance was the one on March 21st. And the ending balance was on March 28th. So we lost a little bit last week, only $284, which is a loss of 1%. And let's put in the theoretical trades from the website here. So these were the 5 trades that were done, and theoretical loss was 1.12%. And as we can see here, the fraction, the allocation to each trade was only 13%, not the usual 20%, because the strategy has determined that we are currently in a bear market situation. So during those times, it takes a reduced allocation across the board. Now let's look at these trades one by one. First one was AbbVie, where we lost about 2%. So this is the trade that was done. We got in here on the Monday and we got out here on Friday. And that was based on the dip that it was in the midst of in the prior week. And I like to look at these charts over the long term as well. This is what I call an equity curve graph of a particular stock. So you can see how the thing has grown over the longer term using a log scale. And so AbbVie is a pretty good long-term hold. Although we don't trade it long-term, obviously, it's kind of nice to see. Okay, the next one was Broadcom, AVGO. That was a really bad trade. It was down 13%. So strategy picked up on the weakness in weeks prior and got in here, got out here, and went straight down all through the week. And here's the long-term picture for Broadcom. Some recent weakness, but it's been fantastic over the years. This is going back to 2010. Okay, next one was Cisco, where we were almost flat, negative 0.29%. So it picked up on this sell-off here and got in here and got out here. Actually, for almost all the holdings last week, the P&L as a portfolio was looking okay up until Friday. There was an inflation number that came out, and the entire market sold off pretty badly on Friday. And Cisco, over the long term, despite its kind of flat performance recently, it's been pretty good since the .com era. Next one is Gilead, where we made 4.5%. This is a textbook trade of what the strategy should have more of. Here's the sell-off, and here's the mean reversion back upwards. And this is what Gilead looks like long term, going back to like 1992. Pretty solid stock. And the last one is Tesla, where we actually made money this week. So it's no secret that it's had an awful few months, and it seems to be finally making a bit of a turnaround, and so it went from here to here over the week. And long term, this is what Tesla looks like. So yeah, it is down 50% from its prior peak, But if you look at it long term in this equity style curve, equity curve style chart, going back to 2011, 2010, it doesn't appear that big. It seems to be just a blip in an otherwise huge uptrend. It's up so much that a 50% drawdown kind of doesn't seem like much. Okay, now let's put in the ending balance into our cumulative tab. So with our loss of $284 last week, we're still up 8% or so since going live last June. And this is what the equity curve looks like. So yeah, right here. And let's look at the graph back tested over the longer term. So here's the equity curve of this strategy, back tested going back to 1994. And here we are right here on the upper right side. And let me do a close-up on that so we can see the drawdown. So we peaked right about here and came down here, and this is where we're at right now. And if we look at the drawdown graph, this is where the drawdown bottomed, and we came up and we're kind of hovering near the bottom of the drawdown still. And here's the equity curve overlaid with the S&P 500. So that's the performance summary for week 13 of 2025. If you want more information on this strategy, please visit my website at returnstream.com. Link is in the box below. Thank you.